Welcome to the install of our R&J Solutions double swivel seat in a 2019 Crafter, the new shape Crafter. Let's go. Be sure as always to like this video, please. It shows YouTube algorithm that the channel's not trash. And always, if you haven't already subscribed, consider subscribing. You know, it's just fantastic, and you may or may not enjoy it. That'd be ace. Remember, at a later date, you can always unsubscribe if perhaps this content isn't right for you. My friends, today's video, the wonderful people at R&J have made us a double swivel seat. Ta-dum. Here we have two boring VW Crafter seats. Boo. But there, my friends, there, waiting there, over there they are. Woohoo! We have yeah, it's a swivel seat from R&J Conversions, I think it is. Not cheap though, man. 700 odd quid. That's a business you want to get into, my friends. But the good guys over at R&J sent those out super fast, so thank you guys. There they are. So we've got two chairs. What we need to do, my friends, is maybe figure out, I have no idea how. All I have is a piece of paper with like instructions on. Please like the video, as always. It's cool to be back. Kisses. Let's get on with it. I think pretty much that you can't have electrics or anything underneath the here. So remove the fuse box cover to gain access to all seat and floor fixing bolts and nuts. Done. Remove all seat to floor fixing bolts and nuts. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bolts. Step number 3, remove the seat. Number 4, we've got to cut some out because we can't get to the fixing. See, there's the fixing. Excuse the mess, I've not got a hoover. Can't get to that fixing because that's in the way, so we have to cut some of this out. We cut a notch measured from the corner at 50mm across the front edge and 70mm across the side. 58mm across the front, it says. 70mm across the side. 70mm across the side. There's the front of the van. This corner here, 58mm. Down the side, 70mm. Got to cut that out. And this is where you need one of those nice little hand tools, a little tiny multi-tool. I haven't got one, so I've got a hacksaw. Okay, there we go, that's step 4 done. So we've cut out the little notch in, the little nog in the nog, so we can get access to these original floor fixings. Big shout out to my dad who actually gave me the hacksaw. Obviously, there's a metal blade inside that hacksaw, so sorry, Dad. You can't fault the guys for their packaging spot on. Pretty cool with the green, man. Don't know whether that's done on purpose just to give it a bit of a cool flavour, but it actually looks pretty cool with the green. Number 5, if not already pre-installed, loosely install the M12 by 30 bolt into the centre slot. On the lower swivel plate, install the bolt from the underside. This is it. Make sure there is one nylon washer to the underside and one nylon washer to the top. One sprung washer and one nylon washer on the top side. We will come back to this later. There's the bottom piece, and this has to go through there, that little middle slot, which is that little middle slot there. One nylon washer with a bolt to the underside. Those 3 to the top. Loosely install. What? Refit the fuse box cover. Well, I've already done that, so check and double check for that. Fit the lower swivel plate into position on the floor using the original bolts, nuts. Access is tight for the bolts. We recommend using a deep socket with some tape positioned internally. Ooh, this sounds exciting. Number 7, ticked off. Number 8, make sure all fixings and bolts are loosely installed before tightening. Once all are in place, tighten to 45 Don't over-tighten them. To remove the nylon nut, sprung washer and nylon washer from the lower plate. take these off. Supplied with your base is a large nylon 6-disc and small sachet of silicone grease. Apply the silicone grease sparingly, not too much, to both sides of the nylon 6-disc. Too much grease will hinder the sliding feature. Just a little bit then. If we crack on, that one there, in there, that far away one was hard to get in. A note to self, put that one in first before you put any of the other ones in, okay? Before we put any of those in, locate that one there. Supplied with your base is a large nylon 6-disc, yes, and a small sachet of silicone and grease, yes. Apply the grease sparingly to both sides of that nylon 6-disc. Apply it on here. Too much grease will hinder the sliding feature. Install the nylon 6-disc onto the M12 pivot bolt. That's what spins around. I remember the days. Apply the silicone grease, yes, sparingly to both sides of this round disc. Too much grease will hinder the sliding feature. Okay, apply it to both. There, that's not too much, is it? It doesn't look like too much, got loads left. This disc onto there, okay? So we'll just put it on there. There, okay? And then some more this side, to both sides it says. Yeah, so we have a little tiny bit left in the packet. There's a little tiny bit left in the sachet there. Okay, installed. Number 4, with the help of an assistant, oh crap, there's only me, install the top swivel plate onto the M12 pivot bolt. The correct orientation is that of the lower plate with the double fixing point to the front left. Okay, it says the correct orientation is that the lower plate with the double fixing point to the front left. There's the front left, because you cut out the front left earlier. There's the front left. Here, look, here's a double fixing point there, look. You probably can't see, I'm sorry. But it's that way, with the help of an assistant. Just use your muscles. There we go. Double fixing point to the front left. Here's the front left wheel on the van, front left. There's no other double fixing points, look, just there. Tighten the pivot bolt. This needs to be tight enough that it will hold the top plate on firmly, yet slack enough that it will allow the slide feature to work. Tighten until you feel some resistance between the two surfaces when attempting to slide. Access is still possible once installation is complete, should you need to make the alterations to the tension later. So it was a little nylon washer, then the sprung washer, and then the nylock bolt. You need a 19mm socket for that. Pretty tricky, you've got to hold the back of the nut and fix the top on. Carefully lift the mechanism. The plastic trim on the seat perhaps needs to be trimmed, enabling the fitting to take place. I would say these need to come out of there. These, take these out before you do anything. Now let's try. Now it fits securely in place. Beautiful. Okay. The plastic trim on the seat box needs trimming to enable the fitting of the seat. Side note, when you fitted the top to the bottom via this nylock, this screw here, this bolt, when you fitted the top to the bottom, make sure that that disc is perfectly in line. And it says loosely, but make sure it's perfectly in line, because when you go up and over with it and lock it in place, it's perfectly in line with these holes now. See, I was off a little bit, I had to just undo it a little bit, so it's perfectly in line with those holes. Now you can put those back in, you know, to secure it. Nice and easy. Number 8, the plastic trim on the seat needs trimming to enable fitting of the seat. The inwards facing lip on the rear section, which would usually fit under the back edge of the fuse box cover, will need to be removed. See, it looks like that. It's that piece. See this piece? See how it just hangs out just ever so slightly over that the front there. It's hard to sort of make out, but just cut away some of this little lip. There we go, bit we've cut off. That's in line with the other one. That's how much we actually took off. So not loads, but enough. With the help of an assistant, we obviously haven't got one today, so we don't need to bother with that. Carefully lower the seat onto the swivel place along the seat fixing points with the holes in the swivel seat, which you've done pretty much. Carefully lift the mechanism handle to raise the seat back to its lifted position, which you've just done. Cool. Install the M10 countersunk bolts, washers, all that good stuff that it gives you. Install these. The last bolts it gives you are these things. They need an Allen key. Cool, as always my friends, as always, if you enjoy the content, be sure drop a like on this video my friends, subscribe as well my friends for more van life content. Yeah, and it's cool to have you guys and girls back. Much love, take care. Hope you enjoyed the installation of our double swivel seat into our 2019 long wheelbase VW Crafter, the new shape one my friends. This is the updated one. Okay, take care, much love.